Hello friends, in this video I'm going to discuss about the next topic, which is indices. Now, as we all know, index or the power shows how many times a number is multiplied by itself repeatedly. Say for example, for any real number a and natural number n, if we multiply a n times, then we can write that as a raised to n. In other words, a raised to n is equal to a into a into a up to etc. a n times. Here a is called the base. Next, n is called the index or the exponent, and a raised to n is the exponential form. Now, we have all these for any real number a and natural number n. Now, let us see the case where this n is any real number. There we had n is a natural number and a is a real number. So, say for example, a raised to 2 is equal to a into a, that is a, it is multiplied by a twice. So that is a square. Similarly, a raised to 3 or a cube is a into a, which is 3 times. Up to etc. we can have up to n times. Now let us take the case where n is a real number. Suppose n is a fraction, that is n is, let us say, half. Now in such cases, the indices are called fractional indices or surds. Say for example, square root, cube root up to etc. we have the nth root. The symbols are given as, the symbol for square root is this one, the symbol for cube root is this one, the symbol for fourth root is this one, up to etc. All these symbols are called radical signs. Now we will see various laws of exponents. For two real numbers a and b and rational numbers m and n, we have the following laws. The first one is a raised to 1 is equal to a, which we already know. The next one is a raised to 0 is equal to 1. Any number raised to 0 is equal to 1. Then the next one is a raised to minus 1 is equal to 1 by a. That is, any number raised to minus 1 is equal to 1 divided by that number. The next one, we have a raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. The next one, a raised to m divided by a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n. The next one, we have a raised to m the whole raised to n is equal to a raised to m into n. The next one is ab the whole raised to n is equal to a raised to n into b raised to n. The next one is a divided by b the whole raised to n is equal to a raised to n divided by b raised to n. The next one, we have a divided by b the whole raised to minus n is equal to b divided by a the whole raised to n, which is equal to b raised to n by a raised to n. This is nothing but a divided by b the whole raised to minus 1 the whole raised to n. So this we are writing a by b the whole raised to minus 1 as b by a the whole raised to n. So this is how we get a by b the whole raised to minus n is equal to b by a the whole raised to n, and that is equal to b raised to n by a raised to n. The next one is a raised to minus n is equal to 1 divided by a raised to n. Now we have the law for fractional index. That is, a raised to m by n is equal to nth root of a power m or a raised to m. Say for example, a raised to 2 by 3 is equal to cube root of a square. Or let us take the case of a number 8 raised to 2 by 3 is equal to cube root of 8 square. This is how we represent a surd. The next one is, if a raised to n is equal to b raised to n and n is not equal to 0, then we have a equal to b. Now we will see few problems using these laws. The first one is, simplify 25 into x raised to 12 the whole raised to 3 by 4. We know AB the whole raised to n is equal to A raised to n, B raised to n. So using that property, I am simplifying this. So 25 into x raised to 12, the whole raised to 3 by 4 is 25 raised to 3 by 4 into x raised to 12, the whole raised to 3 by 4. 25 we know it is 5 into 5, 5 square. 5 square raised to 3 by 4 into x raised to 12, the whole raised to 3 by 4. We know that another law, a raised to m, the whole raised to n is a raised to m n. So using that we have 5 square the whole raised to 3 by 4 is 5 raised to 2 into 3 by 4, and here x raised to 12 the whole raised to 3 by 4 is x raised to 12 into 3 by 4. So here can perform ordinary multiplication division. So we get 5 raised to 3 by 2 into x raised to 9. I am writing this 5 raised to 3 by 2 as 5 raised to 2 plus 1 by 2 into x raised to 9. This is nothing but 5 raised to 2 divided by 2 is 1 plus 1 by 2 into x raised to 9. This is equal to 5 into 5 raised to half into x raised to 9, which is equal to 5 root 5 into x raised to 9. I hope this is clear. The next one, simplify 5 raised to 0 into 4 raised to minus 1 plus 8 raised to 1 by 3. So we know any number raised to 0 is equal to 1 and any number raised to minus 1 is 1 divided by that number. So we have to simplify 5 raised to 0 into 4 raised to minus 1 plus 8 raised to 1 by 3. So 5 raised to 0 is 1 into 4 raised to minus 1 is 1 by 4 plus I am simplifying 8. If I factorize 8, dividing it by 2 I get 4. Again I am dividing 8 by 2 I get 2. Again dividing by 2 I get 1. So the value of 8 is nothing but 2 cube. So here I get 8 raised to 1 by 3 as 2 cube the whole raised to 1 by 3. So 1 into 1 by 4 is 1 by 4 plus 2 cube the whole raised to 1 by 3. We just now saw the formula a raised to n. A raised to m the whole raised to n is equal to a raised to m into n. Using that we get 2 cube the whole raised to 1 by 3 is 2 cube into 1 by 3. This 3 getting cancelled. So we are left with 1 by 4 plus 2. Taking the LCM as 4, it is 1 plus 8 in the numerator and 4 in the denominator. The answer is 9 by 4. So this is the answer for this question. 5 raised to 0 into 4 raised to minus 1 plus 8 raised to 1 by 3. The next one we have simplify 8 raised to minus 4 by 3 divided by 2 raised to minus 2 the whole raised to half. Here I am taking 8 raised to minus 4 by 3 divided by 2 raised to minus 3. I am writing it, divided by 2 raised to minus 2. I am writing it as into 2 raised to 2. Okay, because when we are interchanging the division and multiplication, we can, the index of the number becomes positive. This one, the whole raised to half. We just now saw the value of 8 is 2 cube, and we know that a raised to minus n is equal to 1 divided by a raised to n. So it is 1 divided by 8 raised to 4 by 3 into 2 square the whole raised to half. As I already told you, the value of 8 is 2 cube. We just now saw. So it is 2 cube the whole raised to 4 by 3 into 2 square the whole raised to half. So this is 2 square divided by 2 cube into 4 by 3. This 3 getting cancelled, and this one the whole raised to half. So this is 2 square divided by 2 raised to 4 the whole raised to half. This is of the form a raised to m divided by a raised to n, which is a raised to m minus 1. So 2 square divided by 2 raised to 4 is 2 raised to 2 minus 4 the whole raised to half. 2 raised to 2 minus 4 is 2 raised to minus 2 the whole raised to half. This is equal to 2 raised to minus 2 into half, because a raised to m the whole raised to m n is equal to a raised to m into n. So these two getting cancelled. This is equal to 2 raised to minus 1, which is equal to 1 by 2. So the answer for the given question, 8 raised to 4 minus 4 by 3 divided by 2 raised to minus 2 the whole raised to half is equal to 1 divided by 2. The next one is simplify y raised to 4 into square root of 25 by y raised to 8. So this is equal to y raised to 4 into square root is nothing but the whole raised to half. So 25 divided by y raised to 8 the whole raised to half. So which is equal to y raised to 4 into 5 square by 25 is 5 into 5, that is 5 square, divided by y raised to 4 the whole square. I am writing y power 8 as y raised to 4 the whole square, this one the whole raised to half. So this is equal to y raised to 4 into, we know that here we have 5 square divided by y raised to 4 the whole square. So we can write this as 5 divided by y raised to 4 the whole square the whole raised to half. So this two getting cancelled, we get y raised to 4 into 5 divided by y raised to 4. So this y raised to 4 cancels out. So the answer is 5. So the given question, y raised to 4 into square root of 25 by y raised to 8 is 5. The next problem is prove that x plus y plus z divided by x power minus 1 y power minus 1 plus y power minus 1 z power minus 1 plus x power minus 1 z power minus 1 is equal to x, y, z. Again here we are taking the left hand side and I am taking the denominator first. If the denominator is x raised to minus 1, y raised to minus 1 plus y raised to minus 1, z raised to minus 1 plus x raised to minus 1, z raised to minus 1. This is equal to 1 by xy plus 1 by yz plus 1 by xz. I am taking the LCM as x, y, z. So here the first term is z plus x plus y. So it is same as x plus y plus z divided by x, y, z. So the left hand side is x plus y plus z divided by the denominator we simplified just now. We are getting x plus y plus z divided by x, y, z. So this is equal to x plus y plus z into x, y, z divided by x plus y plus z. Okay. While bringing this to the numerator, x, y, z comes in the numerator and x plus y plus z remains in the denominator. So these two terms cancel out and we are left with x, y, z, which is the right hand side. Okay, I hope this is clear. The next one, given 64 into cube root of 2 is equal to 2 raised to a, find the value of a. So we have to simplify the left hand side and keep the left hand side as 2 raised to some exponent. Then from that we can equate the exponents and we can find the value of a. First let us factorize 64. So dividing by 2, 32. Again dividing by 2, 16. Dividing by 2, 8. Again I am dividing by 2, 4, 2, 2, 2, 1. So the value of 64 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 raised to 6. Now I am taking the left hand side. The left hand side is 64 into cube root of 2. This is equal to 2 raised to 6 into 2 raised to 1 by 3. Because cube root of 2 is 2 raised to 1 by 3. So this is equal to 2 raised to 6 plus 1 by 3. So 2 raised to, I am taking the LCM as 3. 18 plus 1 by 3. It is 2 raised to 19 by 3. And our right hand side is equal to 2 raised to a. A raised to m is equal to a raised to n. Then m equals n. So we have 2 raised to a is equal to 2 raised to 19 by 3, which gives a is equal to 19 by 3. The next question we have, find b if x raised to 3b minus 2 is equal to x raised to 8 the whole cube divided by x square. So let us take the right hand side here. The right hand side is x raised to 8 the whole cube divided by x square. This is equal to x raised to 8 the whole cube is x raised to 8 into 3. That is 24 divided by x square. Now x raised to 24 by x raised to 2 is x raised to 24 minus 2. This is equal to x raised to 22. So on equating the exponents on the left hand side and the right hand side, we get 3b minus 2 is equal to 22 or 3b is equal to 24 implies b is equal to 24 by 3, which is equal to 8. So we got the value of b as 8. The next question, given square root of 3 the whole raised to a is equal to 3 raised to p by 27 raised to q. Find the value of a in terms of P and Q. So here let us take the right hand side. The right hand side is 3 raised to P divided by 27 raised to Q. Now I am factorizing 27, dividing it by 3, getting 9. Again dividing it by 3, I am getting 3, again 3, 1. So the value of 27 is 3 cube. So 3 raised to P divided by 27 raised to Q is 3 raised to P divided by 3 raised to 3 the whole raised to Q. This is equal to 3 raised to P divided by 3 raised to 3Q. This is equal to 3 raised to P minus 3Q. Now taking the left hand side, root 3 the whole raised to A. Root 3 is nothing but 3 raised to 1 by 2 the whole raised to A. This is equal to 3 raised to A by 2. So given that the left hand side and the right hand sides are equal, so I am equating the powers. We have A by 2 is equal to P minus 3Q. This implies A is equal to 2 into P minus 3Q. So this is how we have found the value of A in terms of P and Q. The next one is solve for n. 5 into 8 raised to 3n plus 1 is equal to 80. Now let me take the right hand side and I am factorizing 80 to 40, again to 20, again to 10, again to 5. So my right hand side is 2 raised to 4 into 5 is equal to 80. Now I am taking the left hand side. The left hand side is 5 into 8 raised to 3n plus 1. We know that the value of 8 is 2 cube. So this is 5 into 2 cube the whole raised to 3n plus 1. So this is equal to 5 into 2 raised to 9n plus 3. So it is given that left hand side and right hand side are equal. So 5 into 2 raised to 9n plus 3 is equal to 2 raised to 4 into 5. I can cancel out this 5 and this 5 and I am equating 9n plus 3 and 4. So this implies 9n is equal to 4 minus 3. So 9n is equal to 1, which implies n is equal to 1 by 9. So we have found the value of n for using the given equation. The next and the last question, we have 4 into 216 the whole raised to 2 by 3 plus 256 the whole raised to 1 by 4 plus 2 into 243 the whole raised to 1 by 5. So we have to find the value of this. So first let us factorize each one. Let us factorize 216, 256 and 243 and write in powers of the numbers 2, 3, etc. So first let us factorize 216. So when we factorize 216, dividing it by 2, getting 108, again dividing it by 2, 54, again dividing it by 2, 27. Now I can't divide by 2, I am using 3. So 9, again dividing by 3, 3, again 3, 1. So 216 is 2 cube into 3 cube. The next one is 256. I am dividing it by 2. I am getting 128. Again dividing by 2, 64. Again dividing by 2, 32. Again 16. Again 8. Again 4, 2, 2. So on factorizing 256, I am getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 raised to 8. So 256 is 2 raised to 8. Next, I am proceeding with 243. 243, I am dividing it by 3. So 81. Again 3. 27. Again 3. 9. Again 3. 3. 3, 1. So 243 is 3 raised to 5. So using all these values, I am substituting it here. So 4 into 216 is 2 cube into 3 cube. 2 cube into 3 cube. The whole raised to 2 by 3 plus 215 is, we have 2 raised to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 raised to 8, the whole raised to 1 by 4 plus 2 into 243 is 3 raised to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 raised to 5, the whole raised to 1 by 5. So this one 4 into, here we have 2 cube into 3 cube, the whole raised to 2 by 3. I am bringing this 2 by 3 inside. So I get 2 cube into 2 by 3 into 3 cube into 2 by 3 plus this 2 raised to 8 into 1 by 4. This 2 raised to 8, the whole raised to 1 by 4 is 2 raised to 8 into 1 by 4 plus 2 into this 3 raised to 5, the whole raised to 1 by 5 is 3 raised to 5 into 1 by 5. So here 2 raised to 3 into 2 by 3, this 3 cancels. 3 raised to 3 into 2 by 3, this 3 cancels out. So it is 4 into 2 square into 3 square plus these 2 cancel out. So 2 square plus 2 into 5 and 5 cancel out, 3. So here we have 4 into 9 plus 4 plus 6. So the value of 4 into 4 into 9, 16 into 9, it is 144 plus 4 plus 6. This is equal to 154. So we have evaluated the value of 4 into 216 whole raised to 2 by 3 plus 256 the whole raised to 1 by 4 plus 2 into 243 the whole raised to 1 by 5. And we have got the value as 154. Okay. I hope this video was helpful for you. In my next video, I'll be discussing about logarithms. Thank you for watching.